What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our channel. This will be a reaction video. I saw this song online and I was like, what is this guy saying? So I want you guys to listen to it with me and let's listen to the words, okay? Not just the beats. I want you to listen carefully to the words. You know, this guy is called Josh, and the title of the song is Movie in Aso Rock. So let's get into the reaction immediately without wasting much of your time. Meanwhile, movie in Aso Rock, I don't know the kind of movie that we're expecting to see that is happening in Aso Rock. So let's keep watching. This is like Fela style, you know. I think where this guy is, Burna boy is still learning. You know, this guy talked about China coming back to Africa. In recent times, many people have been condemning how these Chinese have taken over Africa and the economy. You know, this guy mentioned it and he said, like, this is another round of colonization. You know, I saw one video where somebody said that Zambia is now a Chinese colony. That kind of a thing is what Josh is talking about here. China coming back to Africa to recolonize us. That's something that he's mentioning in this video. So let's keep watching. You know, another thing he mentioned here is when the former chief of staff to the president, you know, died, we had this news that because of his death, the president couldn't access his office. You know, that's what he meant by presidency. They under lock and key. They say somebody carry the key, go hellfire. You start wondering how somebody, a former chief of staff, a dead man, could not prevent the president from having access to his own office. Yeah, another point he's drawing our attention to here is the time our VP, Mr. Osibajo, he disappeared. Nobody hears anything from him. Nobody talks about him. It's as if he went underground until Nigerians started calling for his whereabouts, asking what happened to the VP, what happened to the VP, before he now reappeared again. Let's continue watching. You know, when the Treasury House got burnt, I didn't know the amount of money they said that was burnt in the office, but I still remember that one of the officials came out to say that nothing happened. They never lost anything. But I never knew that they said they lost about 12 point something trillion. I don't know. Let's play that again. Say 12.6 trillion. Say you don't burn fire. So if actually the federal government lost 12.6 trillion in that fire incident, how much is now left in the coffers of the Nigerian federal government? So these are the things that we should be, you know, that's why I said everybody should listen to this song and listen to what this guy is saying. You know, this is another fella in our own time. Just said, Corona, don't open government, nyash. Before, we've been calling on our leaders to please fix our healthcare system, fix the hospitals, and stop running abroad anytime they are sick. But they ignored Nigerians. They never listened to us. They never listened to our cry until Corona came. Our leaders now knew the importance of having a working healthcare system. You know, so if not because of Corona, I saw one publication where somebody said that Corona came to Nigeria and made the leaders to remember that there is something called healthcare system. It reminded them that it's very important to take care of your facilities and infrastructures, not to allow them decay to the point where it's now almost impossible. He said, Parawo, plenty for government house. In case you don't know what Parawo means thief. You know, Parawo is Hausa language. He said, Parawo, plenty for government house. The loans where them borrow, all the money where people donate, waiting they use and do. You know, it's a very good question. All the money being donated to Nigeria by Nigerians and the international community, even the loans, both external and internal loans, what have they been doing with the loans? You know, another thing he mentioned now is the loan approved by the Senate for the presidency to borrow $22.7 billion from the international community. You know, so what are they going to actually do with this $22.7 billion if they bring it? And how do they intend to pay back this loan? If you remember recently, they said the president wrote the Senate again for another loan, plus the one that they approved, about $850 million or so, or billion, that they borrowed locally. They said it's for, I think, for infrastructure or for servicing the budget. And now they want to borrow more money, plus the one that they have approved before, $22.7 billion. How do they intend to pay back all these loans? Are they not selling out our country before us? Are they not giving the international community, are they not telling these people that they are borrowing this money from to come and take over our country? China alone. That means all that we have in Nigeria now belongs to China, because Chinese can come over and nothing will happen. The Chinese can move over to Nigeria and start running things. You can't tell them to stop because you're owing them. If you do anyhow, they will show you anyhow. They will ask you to pay back the money when it's not time. And I believe Nigeria cannot afford to pay back $22.7 billion, at a go like that. So let's keep watching. He said federal government make law and federal government still break the law. Yes, during the time actress Funke Akindele was arrested, there was, an outcry because of what happened during the court session. Then the former chief of staff to the president died. During his burial, we all know what happened. There was no social distancing. The dignitaries that attended the burial never observed social distancing, which means they are the people that made the law and they still broke the law. That's what Josh is saying here. Federal government make law and federal government still break the law. Let's continue watching. This video is educative. That's why I said I must share this thing with you guys in case if you have not come across it. Look for it. The guy's name is Josh. This guy is another fella in this generation. Look for his channel on YouTube and listen to his song. He said when the chief of staff to the president died, so many people gathered. They wanted to touch his dead body because maybe that kind of koro, it's now a royal koro. That's what Josh is saying, because of the kind of crowd that were there, and they were never scared of this kind of transmission of the disease or the virus from one person to the other. They weren't afraid. They wanted to witness the burial because of the kind of person that died, because of the position that he held before he died. So everybody wanted the presidency to recognize them as one of those that attended that burial. That's why people, they threw caution, behind them and went to stand in the front of the camera so that the camera would ask everybody to sit at home, and there was no food. And we all know that Nigerians, many of us, survive by the day. If you don't go out to hustle, to look for your daily bread, hunger will trash you and trash your family. So, but the government said sit at home. They didn't think about what will the poor masses eat. Palliative, they said they shared. We know how many people that got it, and we'll be hearing stories of people that they are arresting in Kano and other places that are hijacking and diverting the palliatives. So Josh is saying that government asked us to sit at home. They never provided anything for us to use to chill while sitting at home. Let's keep watching. In any government position, it's as if you don't fail the law, you're above the law. If something happens, you're out, you're off the hook, or they will stretch the court session, they will stretch it till the person dies. The law doesn't catch up with leaders. The law catches up with the poor man alone, not the big men. This song is reminding us about what is going on in our country. So as a concerned citizen and as a Nigerian, how do we make our country a country of our dream? That's the question I'm going to leave you guys with. So like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have not, and share it. Tell other people about Josh. This guy is fella of our time. I will see you guys in the next video.